Should Cyberpunk 2077 be canon to the Cyberpunk universe? Or better put, should the older Cyberpunk games made by Mike Pondsmith be canon in Cyberpunk 2077? It's a point of contention for a lot of fans for both games, so just hear me out. For anyone who may be out of the loop, Cyberpunk does have a story existing before 2077 in the form of the tabletop RPG games. Much of the lore that I talk about and most of the lore that a lot of the fans know prior to the game exists because of these previous games. And what we see in the game is relatively consistent with what we're told in the 2020 and the Cyberpunk Red games. Although obviously Johnny being an unreliable narrator does muddy the history a little bit, the fact of the matter remains that Cyberpunk 2077's history is built on the backs of those previous games. However, a lot of people choose to not really acknowledge 2077 as canon and would rather have it exist in its own universe so that it's not tied to that. However, I think that having such a rich history to look back on and something to characterize the world outside of the main game is something that's really fun, as probably some of the best times I've had outside of the game because I get to read up on all their history and the lore of the characters that we don't even see in game. However, I'm curious to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you want 2077 and Cyberpunk Red in 2020 to be canon with each other? And if not, let me know why. And if you aren't already, be sure you're following and subscribed on all platforms.